Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Ali LaForce will be with us courtside. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. The duo inside, it's Murray and Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine, then it's DeMar DeRozan, and it's Ellis in at the 1. And for the Trailblazers, Anthony Simons out there with Shaedon Sharpe. Then there's Avdia, then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Kamare in at the 3. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Now here's Simons. And down it goes. 2 points.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
And so it's LaVine with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. Here's Ellis. Can't cash it in from close range.
Well, you gotta miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Simons passes to Avdia. Back to Simons. Going inside. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Ellis. Back to DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. 13 feet out. He can't get that one to fall.
Well, credit the defense there. Bothered him enough that he couldn't get it to go down.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Portland ahead, leading by 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from the Trailblazers in this one?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
We've got Avdia, Shaedon Sharpe out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Kamare in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Here's Ellis. DeRozan deciding where to go with it. Hits the target from 18 feet.
Oh, the lost art of the mid-range jumper. DeRozan dialing it in.
Outside Sharpe. Now here's Simons, guarded closely. Lets it fly. The rebound by Murray.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Pass to Ellis. Fires the 3. Good. And it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. So it's Portland now. And here's Simons. And that's not going to go. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Sacramento on top. They're up by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. On the court for Sacramento, DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then it's Domantas Sabonis, then there's Zach LaVine, and it's Ellis in at point guard. Now here's DeRozan. Rebounded by Kamari. On offense, here are the Trailblazers. They trail by 1. Avdia passes to Ayton. Nice D from Sabonis. Outside LaVine. Sabonis with a screen on Sharp. LaVine passes to Sabonis. Stolen by Sharp. Now the Blazers moving it up. Here's Avdia. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Here's Ellis. Pass to DeRozan. Shoots over Simons. And it's DeRozan missing. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. The Kings on top, leading by a point. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Avdia out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Anthony Simons. Then it's Shaedon Sharp. And it's Kamari in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
The Kings call timeout.
It's time for dance cam. If you see yourself on the big screen, you know what to do. Show us your moves. Nice try. It's all good. Get down. Let's see it.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
During that break, Sacramento's coach had some words for his team. This might be a close late game, but don't tell coach. They were cool as a cucumber in the huddle, and I think that resonates with their players. We'll see if that approach works. Brian?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's LaVine. LaVine slams it home.
You have to love how persistent LaVine is inside and during the contact and finding his shot.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys.
Your Blazers bring the dance crew. Let's get the high school up. Just rock, man.
Here's Simons, and it's good.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Now here's DeRozan. It falls! And tie game! Huge basket right there.
Yeah, man, DeRozan is fired up. These situations just fuel his competitiveness.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Second difference between shot and game clock. Simons outside. Six on the shot clock. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
Defensive foul. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for one, Anthony Simons.
That was a giant trip to the line.
The Kings call timeout. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
It's time for T-shirts. We have a bunch of T-shirts to give away, and we're looking for the Rip City. Are you ready?
Here's Levine for three. No good from three-point range. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for two, Denny Avdia.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
And so Portland takes the win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Anthony Simons.
The starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia 76ers. At power forward, Kelly Oubre Jr. At forward, Paul George. At shooting guard, Quentin Grimes. At guard, Tyrese Maxey. At center, Joel Embiid. The head coach of the visiting team, Nick Nurse. And now, please welcome your New York Knicks. At forward, at 6'4", number 3. At guard, at 6'6", number 25, Mikal Bridges. At 4, at 6'7", number 8, O.G. Anunoby. At guard, at 6'2", number 11, Jalen. At center, at 7'8", number 32, Karl Anthony Towns.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the New York Knicks here in New York. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Oubre out there with Paul George. Then there's Maxey. And there's Embiid. And it's Grimes in at the 2 spot. And for the Knicks, Hart is out there with Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Oubre outside. Maxey sets a screen for Oubre. To the left wing. Here's Embiid, just 5 to shoot. Towns with the defensive effort. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Pass to Anunoby. Now Brunson. From 15 feet away, jump shot is good.
That's a tough distance to master, but Brunson making that mid-ranger look good.
0.
Maxey against Brunson. Here's Maxey. Pass to Embiid. And no good.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Knicks out front, up 2. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And here's Brunson. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Kelly Oubre. He's out there with Paul George. Joel Embiid out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in a 2-guard. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Outside, George. Towns with the steal. And a fast break now for New York. Hart finds Towns, and that one drops for him. Towns has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Knicks.
4-0.
Maxey looking it over. Pass to Embiid.
Wow, Embiid pulls the defender in close and then gets all the contact he wants.
The 76ers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
At the line, 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Better than most centers from the line. Embiid exceptional with his hands.
Good on both.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Maxey against Brunson. Over Maxey. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Knicks lead by 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse. Coach, the efficiency wasn't there in the first half. What adjustments do you need to make?
I thought we got pretty good shots, and if we're not going to score, it makes getting our defense set up difficult. So we got to keep shooting them. Hopefully we start making some of them.
Well, you can't score until you shoot, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Johnson with it. We've got Bridges. Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Brunson in at the 1. That's the 5 for New York right now. Now, here's Anunoby. A 2-point game. Lock at 6. Towns sets the pick for Hart. Good on the triple. Hart's got his team on the board first here in the second half for New York.
And he can hurt you from there. The D must be up on Hart when he has the ball.
George passes to Oubre. To the paint. Here's Maxey. And the rejection by Towns. Maxey, no good.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close. Brunson
against Embiid. Brunson, right side. Brunson, hard finish inside.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ player.
And so it's the New York Knicks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, we've got George. Embiid is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. Brunson kicks to Towns, and Hart has it in the corner. Brunson outside. Up top, Anunoby, defended by George. Here's Towns, and he swishes it right through. Towns has got the lead up to 9 now for the Knicks.
And the defense has to guard Towns better than this because he is just too gifted a shooter.
Timeout called the 76ers. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Time to get loud now, everyone, because it's time for a T-shirt toss.
Finds Embiid, and it's good for 2.
Joel Embiid.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. So it's New York picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
Number 0, Jason
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. Tonight, we'll see the Miami Heat as they play against the Boston Celtics here in Boston. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat. They've got Andrew Wiggins. Tyler Hero is out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the center position. And for the Celtics, the core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And certainly on paper, this game is something of a mismatch, Doris.
Yes, it is, but it's always dangerous when one team is expected to win by a large margin. Because why? Human nature. Can't skip steps. These are still professional basketball players. That underdog can be a real dog.
Now here's Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Has to Ware. Great D that time from Porzingis. Inside. Here's Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Oh, how easy it is to get off your feet. How about the spring from Jason Tatum?
Here's Adebayo. Wiggins looking around. Hero right side. Has to Ware. Clock at 6. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. And that does it for the first quarter. Boston out in front, up by 4. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And it's Miami's ball. 4-point game. And let's take a look at Miami. They've got Alec Burks. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Shot clock at 6. Here's Adebayo. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Tatum against Adebayo. Tatum draws the double. Porzingis passes to Tatum. No good with the triple. There's 18 seconds left in the first half. Left side Burks. Adebayo finds Hero. Adebayo is screen on White. Burks with it. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Boston out in front, up by 2. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, Jason, you hold the lead going into halftime. What's been your advantage so far?
For most of the half, we were really good defensively. We let our foot off the gas a little bit, so we got to do a better job.
Keep the pedal to the metal, guys.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court jump drum roll. They're picking up on the shot. Oh, next time. Let's hear it for our contestants.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so Hero will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Trailing by 2, the perimeter pair. It's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the 1. That's the Boston 5.
Yeah, you never want to send Hero to the line. Tyler's led the league in free throw shooting.
And of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
The first free throw is good. Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
And so Hero nails both of them. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, BA, if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
They grab their own miss. White for 3. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Back to Hero. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Releases. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Hero's got 4 points this quarter.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Fires high post. Oh, with the clock running down, he nails a big shot.
Big shot taker, big shot maker.
Woo! That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a tremendous play.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Celtics out in front, up by 3. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4.
Let's hear it, everyone.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Here's Tatum. Setting the floor for the Heat. Alec Burks is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at center. Here's Tatum. It's tipped. Here's Hero. It's Wiggins on the wing. Adebayo sets a screen. Wiggins passes to Adebayo. And he buries it. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within 1. There's 25 seconds left in the game. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Personal foul. First team foul.
There's 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line, Jason Tatum. At the line for 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a three-point game.
Couldn't have asked for anything better there. Only a three can tie it now.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page.
Celtics Youth Dance Team.
Sideline. Let's catch up with Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. With the game so close, he wanted his team to stay aggressive, saying, don't be a watcher, be an actor. Go out and make something happen on the court. Don't let it come to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Boston pulls it in, and they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
At the line for two, Jason Tatum.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
You've got your opponent down. Don't let him up. This one's all but over.
Time called here. The Heat decide to talk it over. They're down by 5. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
But they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
Once again, that was Celtics Entertainment.
11 seconds left in the final quarter. On the wing, Burks. Again, the Heat misses.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
So we see Boston get the win here. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Jason, with you guys being such a young team, how do you continue to improve to reach your potential?
We got to watch film. I mean, we did a lot of good things today. A lot of things we could have done better. And we just got to be focused, composed, and play with a lot of boys, and we'll be fine.
Poise normally comes with experience, but because you're so young, you're finding it early. Congrats.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Cleveland, Ohio is the scene for the Bulls. The big man with a touch as soft as a feather. Nikola Vucevic getting locked in and ready to lead the way for his team as they get set to play the Cavaliers. Bulls, Cavs, coming up next. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And as always, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Josh Giddey is out there with Buzelis. Then there's Lonzo Ball. Then it's White, and it's Vucevic in at the center. And for the Cavaliers, Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Garland in at the 1. Should be a lot of great ball movement tonight, RJ. These teams love sharing the wealth out there.
And you gotta love it, Kevin. As a player, it's always great to see a team functioning as a unit. Fans love to see everyone get involved.
Vucevic setting the pick for Giddey. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Back to Garland. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
When you give Garland these looks, oh, he's going to find ways to capitalize, but I love his aggressiveness.
Pass to Vucevic, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. And so it's Cleveland with it. Outside Garland. Excellent D there from Ball.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Goes up at the stripe. The shot by Buzelis, no good. It's a tie game here in Cleveland. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Garland with it. So for Chicago right now, we've got Ball. Josh Giddey is out there with Buzelis. And it's Vucevic, and it's White in at the shooting guard. Offensive rebound, and then Allen slams it in.
Look, the offensive glass is all about effort and energy. And Allen, look, he's got plenty of both.
Ball kicks to White. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Pass to Vucevic. Banked in off the glass.
Too easy for Vucevic. He feeds from these interior spots.
29 seconds left here in the second. Garland against Ball. Garland the pass to Strus. Here's Mobley. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Mitchell. Light covering. That's good by Mitchell.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Ball fires from way outside. And that'll do it for the first half of the competitive game so far. Cavaliers on top. They lead by a bucket. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. The Cavaliers on offense. The lead is 2. At the forward spot, it's Strus and Mobley. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Allen in at the center position. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. Now, here's Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Mitchell's got the lead up to 4 now for the Cavs. Pass to Buzelis. Ball with it. This one for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Ball's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Love whenever Ball is assertive like this. This is how dangerous he can be on offense.
Mobley kicks to Strus. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Strus, 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Certainly some pressure on those free throws, but he still delivered.
Strus against Giddey. Pass to Vucevic. Floats one up. Count the basket.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
I agree with this. Try to jump on him, dictate the tempo, and seize the moment.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Cavaliers lead by 1, and will return shortly. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Josh Giddey. Kobe White is out there with ball. Then it's Buzelis, and it's Vucevic in at the center, locking down the middle. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Now, here's Mitchell.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Ball, the pass to Giddey. Drives to the hoop. Now here's White. Count it!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
And gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. With the game in the balance, Coach was calm in the huddle. His main message, execution. He told his team to make sure to remember what they talked about during shoot-around. We've got a great ending in store, guys.
Thanks, David. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
You know, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
If they've got a surefire, quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
.26 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Making good use of his length. Rosellas able to track down the block that time.
And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty. Chicago with the ball. It's a one-point game. And an intentional foul right there.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Shooting for Chicago. Lonzo Ball. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a 3-point game.
Garland kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Mobley. There's the triple. He's off from 3. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
His first. Third team foul. At the line for the Bulls. Nikola Vucevic taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, the weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that'll do it, folks. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analysts, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching tonight's game. And we'll see you next time.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. In this game, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs against the Atlanta Hawks here at their home, State Farm Arena. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Now the starting group for San Antonio. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Wembanyama in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Hawks, Risachet and Johnson, they're the forwards. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's Okongwu in at the 5, roaming the paint. Grant, one thing these teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital. And second chance points may just decide this game.
Now here's Fox. Outside Barnes. To the right side. Vassell outside.
Atlanta foul. He's a shot. His first. Team's first.
Fox against Young. Releases from 15. And it's Fox missing.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
And Young gets it to go.
Courageous play by Young. I mean, he goes inside and gets past the contact to his shot.
Young against Fox. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
A 6'3" point guard, Fox has solid size at the 1, and it really helps him out inside.
Up top, Young. Johnson for 3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3 points. Big-time finish to the quarter.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Hawks on top, leading by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Risachet in at the 3. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Now here's Young. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Pass to Castle. And here's Wembanyama. The big man, Wembanyama sinks the 3.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama. A big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
Here's Risachet. Here's Young. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. 17 seconds left to play in the half. A step-back shot. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
And Vassell can get that shot anytime he wants.
Outside Young. Here's Okongwu. He's off on the layup.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Tie game in Atlanta. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Coach Greg Popovich. And, Coach, a hot start for you shooting the ball, but in what areas could you improve as a team?
Well, that's all we're seeing. Neither team's playing any D. It's like an offensive extravaganza. Nobody wants to guard anybody.
Well, I'm sure you can inspire them to play better D in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting the second half with. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5, down low. Here's Vassell. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Here's Atlanta with the ball. Here's Risache. Outside Johnson. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And here they come. Here's Vassell. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Yeah, and it's Wembanyama's length that leads to the steal and gets them out and running.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. Trailing by 2. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Castle. Barnes passes to Fox. Yes, sir! Fox finishing.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
The third quarter comes to a close. San Antonio on top, up by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's a Kongwu in at the 5. So that's the Hawks 5. Young against Wembanyama. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
On offense, here are the Spurs. They lead by 4. Castle for 3. The basket's good off the assist from Fox.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. They're down by 7. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
I mean, they're still battling, but this one is just about official.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Stolen by Wembanyama. Ooh, a good look from Fox. And right on target.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball.
Substitution on the court.
LeVert outside. The three is up. Nails it from beyond the arc. 12 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And they go to the intentional foul.
Atlanta foul. Buffkin. His first. Team second. Shooting for San Antonio. Chris Paul. Two shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. 12 seconds left in the game. Your thoughts, guys?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
Twelve seconds left to play in the fourth. And so they foul intentionally.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
Wembanyama taking two shots.
Take a break. Take a break. Two shots.
Good on the first, and that'll put him up by 9. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
De'Aaron, there was definitely a point in the second half where you just took over. What's on your mind in those situations?
I mean, for myself, just kind of know where you're getting the shot. Obviously with some of the better teams in the league, if something bad's happening, sometimes, that one or two players just has to be able to take the game over. And I feel like I'm always able to get to my spot. And at the end of the day is if you can put the ball in the basket. And I think I did a good job at that in the second half.
Thanks, De'Aaron.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
A well-dressed group of Timberwolves as they made their way to the locker room. They love playing in front of their raucous home crowd. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. And tonight, we've got the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at their home, Target Center. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. They're down a body tonight, but it shouldn't have too much of an impact on their rotation.
And with that rotation not at full strength, someone else is going to have to step up and fill that role.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. And for the Timberwolves, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Julius Randle is out there with Jaden McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Clark, it's tough to wear down either team in this matchup because of their depth.
And Kevin, you got to give both front offices a ton of credit. I mean, you got to find guys and try to be economical about it, and they need to be able to play important minutes for you. It's a little more art than science, and kudos to both of these front offices.
McDaniels finds Randle. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Holmgren. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the deep.
Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Randle grabs the board.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Edwards, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And so the first quarter wraps up without too much action on the scoreboard. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
I think they're going to be happy with how they've played here early on.
I agree with you. I mean, they hit the ground running, had a strong start to the game that they're hoping they can manage the rest of the way.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Handle out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Gobert the pass to Randall. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Randall.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Inside. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Edwards. No good that time. Nice defense from George. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. And the layup falls.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Edwards from deep three-point territory. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Thunder lead by And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. On offense, here are the Thunder. 4-point game. So for Oklahoma City right now, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Has to Gobert. Edwards looking it over. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Holmgren with the steal. One-on-one here. Here's Dort. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Dort's got the lead up to 9 now for the Thunder.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Randall. And Randall throws it down.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Conley. Again, Oklahoma City.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
And so it's Oklahoma City in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And don't go away. We'll be right back. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And the Timberwolves with possession here. They trail by 9 points. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Jaden McDaniels is out there with Randall. And it's Gobert in at the 5, down low. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Outside, Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with the screen on Conley. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. A nice shot by McDaniel.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide-open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup's good off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead back up to 9 now for Oklahoma City. And the Timberwolves call time here. They're trailing by 9. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Let's see it, man.
Substitution on court.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So we see the Thunder get the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.